So now we are going to do goals. So I'm going to move to the next page and I'm going to add a new goal. Again, just like what we did with the present level of performance, we can append a goal or we can get goals from tracks. So I'm going to show you first how to add a new goal. So click on Add Goal. Put in what goal area or what area you're addressing from the drop down. And then write in the goal. And again, please refer to your due process manual for appropriate ways to write goals. So enter in your goal there, and you have the same options up here, again, for your text. And then down below is where your objectives are. So you can enter in your information for Objective 1, and you can type in Objective 2, and now maybe 2 isn't enough. You have 3 or 4 that you have in mind to address this goal area. So say this was enough, I could hit Submit and Display Goal List, and it would take me to a list of my goals if all I needed were 2 objectives. If I could also hit Submit and add another goal, so that would be submitting this one. This is all I needed were 2 objectives, and it's going to take me to a fresh page so I can start to write another goal. Or I can submit it and add more objectives. I'm going to add more objectives. So now it's saved the goal and the 2 objectives, but it gave me 2 more. When this happens, now I can also delete if I don't like something I wrote. I can also reorder the numbers. So if I wanted this one to be 2 and I wanted this one to be 1, and then I type something in here, and I don't need the 4th one, if you don't type anything in there, it's not going to submit it. So you can leave it just like that. So now I have my goal, my 3 objectives. I even reordered them, and I'm going to submit, and I want to look at the goal list. So it shows me now I have 1 goal. It's addressed the academic area, and I can edit or I can delete it too. So if I hit edit, it'll bring me right back into it. It always gives you 2 blank ones in case you do need to add more. You might be collaborating with other team members and they might be helping you write 2 more, so you might add some at a later time. And you can see these did reorder, even though I didn't have anything written in there that would allow us to be able to see that. So that's how you enter 1 goal. Now, say I want to add another goal. I can either add it here or I can add it from that goal list. So I'm going to add another goal. Say now we're addressing social. I can type in here, type in. Always spell check again, so you have the spell check option here. And I'm going to submit and look at my 2 goals. So now I have an academic, a social, but I want a goal from another provider. I can append draft goals. There aren't any in here at the moment, but the process is the exact same, where I would acknowledge and append it and then hit submit, and it would pull it over. So now I have all the goals in that I need. So we're going to move on to the next page, modifications. Again, here is another place that you can append. So please, if you need to, refer to the video before this. In the present level of functional performance, I walk through appending, and the process is the same in here. And it's the same for appending from the eval report. So I can type in data. I can also use the drop down. And these are commonly used adaptations that the district uses. So you can click on that and hit add. And sometimes when you're doing these, you might need to add a name, or you might want to change the wording a little bit. You can do that. You can adjust them as you need to. And hit add. So say it says student will have access. You might want to say Michael will have access if you want to make it more personal. So multiple different ways, again, you can pull information into the modifications. You can type it yourself. You can bring it in from the drop down and hit add. You can append it from the draft components that another service provider wrote for you, or you can append it from data from the eval report. If you remember, in the eval report, often there's a section that talks about the modifications down here, and you can highlight modifications that you or other staff members had already written. Control C, you can close that out, come down, and Control V. So you have many different ways that you can pull information in here. Hit submit, always spell check again, and hit submit often while you're working within here. And now I'm going to show you, and again, it gives me the lets me know that the data was entered. Now we're going to go to Supplemental Aids and Services. This page is identical. You can type, bring in from the drop-down, append and from Draft Services, and append from the eval report. And I'm going to hit Submit. And remember to spell check and hit Submit so that it is saved. And that is how you do goals, modifications, and supplemental aids and services.